Well, right now, we're tracking one of the worst weather emergencies to hit our country in decades. Take a look at this map. More than half of the country is now suffering from moderate to extreme drought. That's according to the government. Now, only in the 1930s and the 1950s has a drought covered more land. So far, we can tell you that there's little risk of a Dust Bowl type of catastrophe, but crop losses are a serious problem, and it could get much worse if things don't change soon, which could mean, of course, a big hit on our grocery bills.
Is this drought going to affect food prices in the grocery store and in restaurants?
Absolutely. And the longer it lingers and the more severe it becomes, the greater the impact will be.
Slagle Farms, 2 weeks ago, due to the heat, lost 300 chickens. And I mean, they took a big hit, so their prices have to raise.
I think people cut back and really shop around and see, try to manage their money and really price shop.
Fox Business Network Sandra Smith is live on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which always gives us a good indication of the future prices of some of our items. Sandra, do we know how soon some of these prices in the grocery store will be affected by this drought?
Hey, Jenna. Well, the trading that's happening right here in Chicago, these are the meat pits where the prices are likely determining what you will be paying at the grocery store. We're also looking at the grain pits here in Chicago where prices have been skyrocketing. You're looking at the corn pits, the wheat pits, the soybean pits. And, Jenna, what a lot of people don't necessarily realize is that 75% of the foods that you buy in your grocery store have corn in them. So take a look at these surging grain prices that we've seen just over the past month. Corn prices up 35%, soybean prices up 18%, wheat prices have rallied 45%. So a lot of the big analysts out there that are looking at these food prices said consumers at the grocery store are going to be paying more for your bread, your cereal, your yogurt, milk, salad dressing even. It's basically the ingredients that go into most of what we buy at the grocery store. So, Jenna, we're seeing those prices rising now, and if this weather continues, we'll likely continue to see those prices go up at the grocery.
You know, when you see that information, you wonder what those big analysts do when they actually go to the grocery store and what they stock up on and what they put in their pantry. Are they telling you anything, Sandra, about, if you can buy something now that might be a good idea?
Hey, Jenna, really interesting. We're hearing that cattle feedlots where obviously you might want to stock up on things like pork and your beef, things that go into your dinner every night. Cattle feedlots are losing as much as $200 an animal. Remember, all those grains where we just pointed to the higher prices are used to feed those animals. And Sanderson Farms, one of the largest chicken producers in the United States, said that for every 10-cent increase in the price of corn, their costs go up $2.2 million. Jenna, there's been a lot of 10-cent increases, so you're likely to see your meat prices rise, so stock up and fill that freezer.
Probably need to buy another one at this point. Sandra, thank you very much. Great to see you today at the Chicago Merc.
Thank you, too.
And you got to feel for those family farmers out there who are suffering under this drought.
In half a century could soon send food prices soaring. NBC's Janet Shamlian has more now from Fort Worth, Texas. Janet, good morning.
Hi, Natalie. Good morning to you. Experts say the price tag could be hundreds of dollars per family, and experts are now saying that some of those price hikes will hit shoppers before the end of the year.
It's already withered corn crops, cracked the earth, and sent ranchers scrambling to feed their herds. The next stop for this year's record drought is the nation's grocery stores.
I think we're going to see price increases across the board, because corn in particular is such a ubiquitous product. It's used in the manufacture of most processed foods.
The ripple effect will mean price hikes down every aisle on products like cereal and chips. But it's animal-based perishable foods expected to be hardest hit. Beef, dairy, poultry, eggs, and pork will increase, the Agriculture Department says, anywhere from 3.5% to 5% next year.
I would try and find the best price that I could, because economically we don't have a lot of extra money to spend on things like groceries that you have to eat. So
for a family of four, the price hikes will add an estimated $615 to their annual grocery bill in 2013.
I'll be more careful about how much I buy so that there's no waste, and be careful what I buy.
Experts predict shoppers will use more coupons and switch to cheaper items to try to beat the rising cost of feeding a family.
And that means dining out will also be more expensive as restaurateurs pass along their costs to customers. Natalie, back to you.
Janet Shamlian, Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks, Janet.